The spaceship floated in the deep black of space, silent and peaceful. Ethan looked out the window and felt both excitement and worry. He was the captain, and he knew this mission was important. His team trusted him. They all wanted to do something good for Earth. Their mission was to meet with the Galactic Council, a group of powerful alien leaders, and try to make peace. Ethan's crew was small but skilled. Maria was the pilot. She was smart and quick, with a steady hand even when things got hard. She always smiled at Ethan and told him not to worry so much. Lucas was the engineer. He liked to fix things and make new gadgets. He didn't talk a lot, but when he did, everyone listened. Olivia was the doctor. She cared about everyone, human or alien. She always tried to help, even when she was tired. Ryan was the communications officer. He knew how to talk to anyone. He could calm angry voices and solve problems with just a few words. Together, they were a good team. The journey to the Council's planet took many days. Each day, Ethan made sure everyone was ready. Maria checked the ship's path, and Lucas checked the engines. Olivia looked after the health of the crew. Ryan listened for messages from the Council. The team ate together, laughed together, and talked about the mission. Sometimes they were scared, but they all trusted each other. They remembered home. They wanted to make their families proud. One night, Ethan could not sleep. He walked through the ship and stopped in the control room. Maria was there, looking at the stars. She noticed him and asked if he was worried. Ethan nodded. Maria said, "We'll be okay. We have each other." Her words made Ethan feel better. He smiled and thanked her. Soon, the Council's planet came into view. It was huge and covered with strange lights. Ryan called the Council for permission to land. The Council's voice was cold and distant. They told the crew where to go and what to do. Maria landed the ship carefully. When the doors opened, a group of aliens waited for them. The aliens were tall and looked very different from humans. Some had blue skin, some had scales, and some had glowing eyes. But all of them stared at the humans in silence. Ethan led his crew out. He spoke politely and introduced his team. The Council's guards said nothing. They took the crew to a large hall filled with even more aliens. At the center was a high platform where the Council leader sat. Their leader, an alien with silver skin and bright eyes, spoke first. He told Ethan and his crew that they were welcome, but warned them not to break the rules. Ethan promised they would respect all the rules. The Council said the humans would meet with them tomorrow. For now, the crew must stay in their rooms, in their rooms. The crew talked about what happened. Olivia was worried. She said the Council did not trust humans. Ryan agreed. He said the Council wanted to control everything. Maria tried to keep everyone calm. She said they just needed to be careful. Lucas checked his tools and thought about how to help if something went wrong. Ethan listened to his team and told them to stick together. He knew this mission was more dangerous than they thought, but he believed in his crew. That night, Ethan looked out his window at the alien city. He wondered what would happen next. He wanted peace for Earth, but he did not know if the Council wanted the same thing. He thought about his family back home. He hoped he would see them again. As he closed his eyes to sleep, he remembered Maria's words, "We have each other." That gave him hope. The next morning, Ethan and his crew woke up early. None of them had slept very well. They got ready for the meeting with the Galactic Council. Everyone was a little nervous. Maria checked her uniform. Lucas made sure his tools were hidden just in case, and Olivia spoke softly to calm the group. Ryan listened for any new messages from the Council, but there were none. Guards came and led the humans to a big meeting room. The hall was filled with strange smells and bright lights. The walls were covered with symbols that the crew did not understand. Many different kinds of aliens were there, each one more unusual than the next. Some watched the humans with curiosity, but others looked at them with cold eyes. The Council leader, the one with silver skin and bright eyes, spoke first. He said that peace between humans and the other races was important, but humans must prove they could be trusted. Ethan answered politely, saying that humans wanted peace and friendship. The council leader said the humans must agree to certain rules. These rules were strict. The humans were not allowed to leave their rooms at night, speak to anyone outside the council, or use their ship without permission. After the meeting, the humans were taken to another room. This room was small and quiet. There was only one chair in the middle. Soon, guards brought in a little girl. She looked human. She was maybe 7 or 8 years old. She had dark hair and big, scared eyes. The council leader said, "This is Lily. She is here as a guest of the council. Her safety depends on your good behavior." Ethan felt angry, but he hid it. Maria went to Lily and knelt down. She spoke gently, asking Lily if she was okay. Lily nodded but did not speak. Olivia came over and checked to see if Lily was hurt. She was not, but she was clearly frightened. Ryan told the council that the humans would keep Lily safe. The council leader just nodded and left the room. When the guards were gone, the crew gathered around Lily. Maria tried to make her smile by telling a joke, but Lily only looked down. Olivia gave her some water and sat next to her. Lucas said nothing, but he gave Lily a small gadget he had built, a tiny light that glowed softly. Lily held it and looked at Lucas with big eyes. Ethan promised Lily that they would protect her. Hours passed slowly. The crew tried to learn why Lily was there, but she was too scared to talk. Olivia said it was wrong to use a child like this. Maria agreed. Ryan listened carefully to the sounds outside their door. Lucas started thinking about how to get Lily away from the council if things went bad. Ethan paced the room, trying to come up with a plan. That evening, the council called Ethan and his team back for another meeting. This time, the room was full of important-looking aliens. The council leader spoke about the history of the galaxy and the dangers of war. He said humans were strong, but sometimes dangerous. He wanted the crew to see how powerful the council was. He warned them that if humans did not follow the rules, Lily would be punished. Ethan wanted to argue, but he knew it was too risky. After the meeting, the crew returned to their rooms with Lily. Olivia gave her some food, and Maria told her a story about Earth to help her feel less lonely. Slowly, Lily started to relax a little. She asked Maria if the stars looked the same on Earth. Maria said yes, and promised that one day Lily would see them again. Late that night, while everyone else was sleeping, Ethan stood by the window and watched the city. He thought about what the council might do next. He did not trust them. He knew they needed a plan to keep Lily safe. He hoped they could find a way to get her home in the morning. Ethan called a quiet meeting with his crew. He said they needed to protect Lily, no matter what. Lucas agreed and said he would try to find a way to break the security if needed. Olivia said she would stay with Lily at all times. Ryan said he would listen for any secret messages from the council. Maria said she would help in any way she could. The team promised to stick together. The days felt long and tense. The council watched the humans closely. The crew was careful not to break any rules, but they were always thinking about how to help Lily. They knew the council wanted to use her as a way to control them. The humans stayed strong. They hoped that soon they would find a way to save Lily and return home safely. Each day on the council planet felt longer than the last. The crew tried to keep life normal for Lily, but they were always careful. Maria played simple games with her, and Olivia taught her songs from Earth. Sometimes, Lily smiled, but most of the time, she was quiet and watched the door. Ryan listened to every sound outside their room. Worried the council might come back with bad news, Ethan gathered his crew one morning. He told them, "We need to know what the council is planning. We have to be ready for anything." Lucas nodded and said he would try to learn more about the council's technology. Ryan said he would listen for secret messages, and Maria promised to look for any weak spots when they walked through the council buildings. Olivia stayed with Lily and helped her stay calm. Lucas started his search for answers. He fixed a small panel in their room and found wires connected to the building's security. He didn't touch anything yet, but he drew a map in his mind. He wanted to be ready if they needed to escape fast. Ryan, using the ship's small communicator, listened to council meetings. He heard bits and pieces about Earth's danger and keeping humans in line. Ryan shared what he learned with Ethan, who knew now the council feared humans. Maria watched the guards and saw they changed shifts at the same times every day. She noticed which doors had the heaviest locks and which hallways were empty late at night. She made notes and showed them to Lucas. Together, they began to make a plan for getting out just in case. One day, the council called Ethan and his crew to a big hall. The room was full of council members and aliens from many worlds. In the center was a tall device. The council leader said, "We will show you the power of the council." Then, without warning, they brought Lily to the center of the room. Ethan felt his heart pound. Maria stepped forward, but guards blocked her. The council started the device, and a bright light shined around Lily. She looked scared, but she was not hurt. The leader said, "We can control everything on this planet. If you do not follow our rules, we can use this power at any time." The humans could see this was a threat. The device turned off, and Lily was brought back to the crew. She hugged Olivia tightly and cried softly. After the demonstration, the crew was sent back to their rooms. Ethan was angry. Maria was too. Olivia held Lily until she fell asleep. Lucas told Ethan, "We cannot wait any longer. They will not let us go peacefully." Ryan said he heard some council members talking about sending a message to Earth, demanding something in return for Lily's safety. The team knew they had to act soon. Ethan asked Lucas if he could break into the building's security system. Lucas said yes, but it would take time and help from the others. Maria said she could distract the guards. Olivia promised not to leave Lily's side. Ryan said he would keep listening for warnings. That night, Ethan sat in silence and thought about their choices. He did not want to start a fight with the council, but he could not let Lily stay in danger. He trusted his crew. They had all come together from different places on Earth, and now they felt like a family. Ethan knew that together, they could face anything. The next day, the council called Ethan for another meeting. This time, the council leader warned him again about breaking rules. Ethan listened but said little. When the meeting was over, Maria whispered to Ethan that she had seen a possible way out in one of the side halls. Lucas showed Ethan a small device he had built that could open locked doors. Ryan said he had heard some of the council guards were not happy with their leaders. Maybe some aliens wanted to help the humans. Ethan decided to try to make friends with some of the other species. He asked the guards simple questions and spoke kindly to everyone they met. Sometimes, a few guards seemed less strict. Maria tried to talk to them too, saying that all children deserved to be safe. Slowly, the humans started to learn which aliens might be their friends. Olivia spent her days caring for Lily, who started to trust the crew more. Lily told Olivia about her family on Earth and how much she missed them. Olivia promised they would find a way home. At night, when Lily slept, the team worked on their plan in whispers. Life was tense, but the crew did not lose hope. Every day they grew closer, and every day they learned more about the council and its weaknesses. Ethan believed that soon they would find a way to save Lily and escape from the council's control. The humans would not give up. They would keep trying until Lily was safe again. Ethan woke early the next morning, feeling the weight of their mission. He knew their time was running out. The council watched every move, and the crew felt the pressure. Still, Ethan's team met in their room and spoke quietly. Today, they would start working on their plan to help Lily escape. Maria told the group she had noticed some guards who seemed kind. She thought maybe these guards would listen if asked for help. Olivia agreed and said that not all aliens were as cold as the council leaders. Lucas brought out his map of the building's security and showed everyone the weak spots he had found. Ryan said he would try to talk to anyone willing to listen. Hoping to build trust, their first step was to talk to the friendly guards. Maria waited for the right moment and spoke to one guard with gentle eyes. She asked him if he had a family. The guard nodded, and said he had children on his home planet. Maria explained that Lily was just a little girl who missed her family too. The guard seemed sad and said he wished things could be different. He promised to do nothing if Maria ever needed to help Lily. Meanwhile, Lucas started making a small device to open locked doors. He worked with the tools he had hidden in his clothes. Lucas was careful not to let the council cameras see what he was doing. At night, he practiced on their own door and found he could unlock it in seconds. Maria and Ryan watched the hallways for guards while Lucas worked. Olivia kept caring for Lily. She read her stories from Earth and tried to make her smile. Lily was still afraid but began to trust Olivia. She asked if she would ever see her family again. Olivia hugged her and said, "We will find a way." Lily nodded and held Olivia's hand tightly. Ryan used the ship's communicator to send a secret message. He tried to contact other humans and friendly aliens on the council planet. The message was short. "We need help. Lily is not safe." He hoped someone would answer. After hours of waiting, Ryan got a reply from an alien named Zara. Zara was from a peaceful race and did not like how the council treated children. Zara offered to help distract the council during the escape. Ethan met with the team to share all the new information. He told them they must act soon. The team reviewed their plan. Lucas would open the doors. Maria would lead the way. Olivia would carry Lily, and Ryan would use Zara's help to create a distraction. Ethan would talk to the council leaders and keep them busy. The day of the escape arrived. Ethan told the council he wanted another meeting to talk about peace. The council agreed, thinking Ethan was ready to obey. While Ethan met the council, Maria, Lucas, Olivia, and Ryan prepared. Lucas unlocked the door, and Maria checked the hall. Zara sent a signal. An alarm sounded on the other side of the building. Guards ran toward the alarms. Maria led the team down a side hallway. Olivia carried Lily close, whispering that everything would be okay. Ryan checked for cameras and signaled when it was safe to move. Lucas used his device to open another door. The team moved quickly and quietly dotted as they reached the last hallway before the exit. They saw 2 guards. Maria recognized one as the friendly guard she had spoken to before. She looked at him with hope. He looked back, then turned away, pretending not to see them. The crew slipped past him. They reached the exit and saw Zara waiting. Zara told them the path to the spaceport was clear, but they had to hurry. Olivia thanked Zara, and Maria promised they would never forget to help. Back in the council room, Ethan kept the leaders talking. He asked many questions about the history of the council and told stories about Earth. He tried to buy as much time as possible. Finally, an alarm sounded across the building. The council leaders grew angry. Ethan acted surprised and asked what was happening. Maria, Lucas, Olivia, Ryan, and Lily hurried through the city's strange streets. Zara guided them through shortcuts and kept watch. They could hear alarms and shouts behind them. Olivia held Lily tightly. The team moved faster, knowing they only had minutes before the council would realize what had happened. Dotted the spaceport. Zara pointed to a small ship the humans could use. Lucas checked the ship quickly and saw it was ready to fly. Maria helped Olivia and Lily climb inside, and Ryan sent a message to Ethan to tell him the team was ready. Ethan saw the message and knew it was time to leave the council leaders. Ethan excused himself from the meeting, saying he needed to check on his crew. The council tried to stop him, but Ethan ran out of the room and raced to the spaceport. Guards chased him, but he was fast and determined. As he reached the ship, Maria opened the door. Ethan jumped inside, and Lucas started the engines. Humans had escaped the council building, but they knew the hardest part was still to come. Now, they had to leave the planet before the council caught them. As soon as the ship's door closed, Ethan felt a rush of relief and fear. The council's guards were close behind, shouting and pointing. Lucas quickly checked the controls. The ship was old, but he knew how to make it work. Maria took the pilot seat and told everyone to hold on. Olivia hugged Lily and promised her that they would be safe soon. Ryan looked out the window and counted the guards gathering outside. Maria started the engines, and the ship lifted from the ground with a loud hum. Council ships began to move toward them, flashing bright warning lights. Lucas guided Maria through the startup steps. The team worked together, each person doing their part. Zara, the alien who had helped them, waved from the spaceport, then disappeared into the crowd. The council's voice came over the ship's radio. The leader ordered them to stop and threatened to use force. Ethan spoke into the radio. He tried to sound calm and said, "We do not want to fight. We only want to take Lily home." The council leader did not answer. The team knew there was no turning back now. Maria flew the ship toward the city's edge, weaving between tall alien towers. Olivia kept Lily calm by singing a soft song. Ryan watched the sensors and saw 3 council ships coming up behind them. Lucas checked the shields and said they could take a few hits, but not many. Soon the council ships fired warning shots. The human ship shook, but Maria kept it steady. She took a sharp turn, flying low over the rooftops. Ryan told Maria when to turn left or right, using the sensors to spot dangers. Lucas repaired a panel that sparked, while Ethan made sure everyone was okay. As they reached the edge of the city, Maria spotted an open stretch leading to the stars. The council ships followed, firing again. One blast hit the back of the ship, and the lights flickered. Olivia checked to make sure Lily was not hurt. Lucas ran to the back and fixed the wires. He shouted, "Engines are fine! We can make it!" Ryan found a hidden button on the control panel. He pressed it, and a small shield popped up around the ship. Maria cheered. Now they had a little more time to escape. Ethan told the team to focus. Maria aimed for the open sky, flying faster than ever before. Suddenly, 2 more council ships appeared in front of them. They tried to block the path. Maria did not slow down. She flew straight at them. At the last moment, she turned the ship sideways, squeezing between the 2 ships. The council pilots were surprised and moved out of the way. Ryan laughed and said, "Nice flying." As the humans reached space, the council ships followed. Lucas warned the crew that the engines could not keep up for long. Maria asked Olivia and Lily to hold on tight. Ethan called out, "We are almost there." Ryan tried to send another message for help. This time, Zara answered again. Zara said, "I have sent a signal to friendly ships nearby. Hold on just a little longer." The team cheered. Maria flew the ship in circles, trying to avoid the council's lasers. A few minutes later, several small ships appeared in the distance. They were ships from other friendly aliens on the planet. Zara's friends had come to help. The friendly ships attacked the council ships, forcing them to break off. Maria took the chance and sped toward the far side of the planet. Olivia checked on Lily. The little girl was scared, but she smiled at Olivia and said, "Thank you." Olivia squeezed her hand and promised they were almost safe. Lucas called out that the engines were overheating. Maria said they needed one big push to escape the planet's gravity. Ethan told everyone to hold on tight. Maria pressed the engines to their limit, and the ship shook and rattled. The stars outside seemed to blur as the ship flew faster and faster. With one final burst of speed, the ship broke free from the planet's gravity. The crew cheered, but Maria warned they could not relax yet. The ship was damaged, and they still had to get far from the council's reach. Ethan looked at his crew with pride. He thanked Zara and the friendly aliens over the radio. Zara wished them luck and told them to stay safe. The humans set a course for home, ready to face whatever came next. As the planet grew smaller behind them, Ethan promised Lily they would do everything they could to get her back to her family. The crew was tired, but they were together. They had escaped the council city, but the journey home was just beginning. The ship sped through space, shaking with each small explosion from the damaged engines. Maria kept her hand steady on the controls, guiding the ship away from the council's planet. The others helped where they could. Lucas ran from one end of the ship to the other, checking wires and fixing broken panels. Ryan watched the radar for any sign of council ships chasing them. Olivia sat with Lily in the small back room. She checked Lily's cuts and bruises and spoke softly to calm her. Lily listened to Olivia's gentle words and held her hand tightly. The fear in Lily's eyes slowly faded as she realized the crew was doing everything they could to keep her safe. Ethan looked out the window and saw the distant stars. He hoped they could reach Earth soon, but he knew it would not be easy. The ship's engines were weak, and there was not much fuel left. He told the crew, "We have to keep going. We cannot stop now." Suddenly, Ryan shouted from the front of the ship, "Council ships are following us." Ethan rushed over and saw 3 ships on the radar screen, getting closer every second. Maria quickly changed course. Trying to lose them among the asteroids floating in space, Maria guided the ship between 2 big asteroids. The council ships fired at them, and the ship shook again. Lucas ran to the back and yelled, "Shields are low." Ethan told Maria to stay calm and trust her skills. Maria nodded and turned the ship sharply. One council ship crashed into an asteroid and exploded. The other 2 kept coming. Ryan sent a message to Zara, hoping the alien could help them. Again, Zara replied quickly, "I will send another distraction. Hold on." A moment later, several small ships appeared on the radar, racing toward the council ships. The friendly ships fired at the council, forcing them to break off the chase. Maria cheered and the crew clapped. They were safe for now. Lucas fixed another broken panel, and Olivia checked Lily again. Ethan thanked Zara over the radio. Zara replied, "You are brave. Good luck." The ship grew quiet as they left the danger behind. The crew was tired, but no one wanted to sleep. Maria set the course for Earth, and Lucas checked the engines one more time. He said, "We should be able to make it, but we have to be careful." The next hours passed slowly. Ryan watched for any signs of trouble. Maria and Ethan took turns flying the ship. Olivia made food and gave Lily water. The little girl talked about her home and asked when she could see her family. Olivia promised it would be soon. Lucas found a picture of Earth in the ships files and showed it to Lily. Her face lit up with hope. Suddenly, the ship's alarm rang. Lucas checked the control panel and saw the engine temperature rising fast. Maria slowed the ship, and Lucas worked to cool the engines. Ethan helped him, handing him tools and wiping sweat from his brow. Ryan said, "We cannot stop here for long. The council might find us again." Lucas worked as quickly as he could. He replaced a broken wire and poured cooling liquid into the engine. The ship shook, then grew quiet again. Maria smiled and said, "Good job, Lucas." The crew cheered, but Ethan told them to stay alert. As the ship neared Earth's solar system, Ryan picked up a message from Earth. It was a friendly voice asking who they were. Ethan replied, "This is Ethan and crew. We have Lily. Please let use land," the voice answered. "Welcome home. You are clear to enter." The crew felt relief. Maria guided the ship toward Earth, and the blue planet came into view. Lily stared at the window, her eyes wide with wonder. Olivia hugged her and sighed, "We are home." The ship landed on a green field outside a big city. People from Earth rushed to greet the crew. Lily's family was there, waiting with open arms. Olivia carried Lily out, and the little girl ran to her parents. Tears of joy filled everyone's eyes. Ethan, Maria, Lucas, Olivia, and Ryan stood together and watched the reunion. They felt proud. Their mission was hard, but they had done the right thing. Maria said, "We did it. We kept our promise." The crew smiled at each other. They knew their journey had changed them. They had learned about friendship, courage, and hope. As they looked at the blue sky above, they wondered what new adventures might come next. After the crew brought Lily safely back to Earth, they became known as heroes. News of their brave escape spread quickly, and people everywhere wanted to meet them. Ethan and his team did not feel like heroes. They had only done what they thought was right. Still, everyone on Earth thanked them for bringing Lily home and showing that humans could stand strong, even against powerful alien councils. Lily stayed with her family, happy and safe again. Her parents hugged her every day, and she laughed, like she had never been afraid. Olivia visited often to make sure Lily was healthy. She always brought little gifts or stories from space, and Lily listened with big, curious eyes. Sometimes, Olivia would look at the stars and remember how scared they all had been, but how hope and kindness had brought them through. The Council's attack on the human crew became a message for the whole galaxy. The friendly aliens who helped during the escape told others about what happened. Soon, some of the Council's own members began to question their leaders. Why would they hurt a child just to control humans? Voices of change started to rise across many planets. People and aliens wanted better ways to solve problems. They began to talk more about peace and working together. Not fear. Maria, Lucas, Ryan, Ethan, and Olivia met one day in a quiet park. They sat in the sun and watched children play, including Lily. Maria smiled and said, "We really changed things, didn't we?" Lucas nodded, saying he heard from Zara that even the council was talking about new rules to protect children. Ryan read messages on his communicator from aliens who wanted to be friends with humans. Ethan felt proud of his crew. He told them, "We did not start a war. We showed everyone that courage and kindness are stronger than threats." The others agreed. They had faced great danger, but they had never lost hope in each other. The government thanked the crew and gave them medals, but what mattered most to the team was knowing Lily was safe. They were offered new missions, and Ethan talked about exploring more of the galaxy. Maria wanted to visit the planets of the friendly aliens who helped them. Lucas dreamed of making new inventions, and Ryan hoped to learn more alien languages. Olivia said she would always be ready to help any child who needed her. A few weeks later, the team stood together as a new spaceship was built. It was bigger and stronger than before, with room for new friends and adventures. The crowd cheered when the ship was named the Lily Star, in honor of the brave girl who had inspired everyone. As the crew prepared to leave on their next journey, Lily and her family came to say goodbye. Lily hugged each crew member and gave them a drawing she made of their ship flying through the stars. Ethan promised they would visit again, and Maria told Lily she could always look at the night sky and know her friends were out there. The Lily Star lifted off, shining bright in the early morning sun. Ethan looked at his crew and felt hopeful for the future. He knew they would face hard times again, but as long as they stayed together and remembered what they had learned, there was nothing they could not overcome. The galaxy was wide and full of wonders, and the crew was ready for anything. They would travel to new worlds, help those in need, and always stand up for what was right. Their story had just begun.